Welcome to Satsang.
Well, I first met Vishrant in 2003, and I was very interested in being present. I was very interested in being happy. I was very interested in the end of suffering. But it seemed interesting and plausible, but kind of abstract to me, without having seen anybody that actually lived like that. I'd heard of the Buddha, but I'd never met anyone until I met Vishrant. And then I was fascinated to find that somebody could actually be at peace, expansive, free, and loving. And that was so intriguing to me that I stayed.
The first satsang that I sat with him, I couldn't talk. To me, the energy field was instantly recognisable, and because I had sat with teachers like 𝐬𝐞𝐥𝐼 and 𝐬𝐿, I could actually recognise what that energy field was like. Somebody who has turned awareness on awareness and emits that kind of presence, it just quietened my mind and it stilled me to the point where I was kind of speechless and just in this sensory wonderment space, and I kind of knew straight away. Life shifted in the angle of what I recognised spirituality to be, or kind of inquiry within. There was so much more to it. So this is a great way of helping somebody to live a beautiful life whilst being in the world and be with the good, the bad and the ugly of what happens in life. Yeah, cool.
I've known him for 16 years. I went to his meeting, and as soon as he walked in the door, I just lit up again, and I hadn't experienced that since I had been with Papaji, and I was like, wow, cool, I've met my teacher.
I remember the first time that I experienced myself as everything, and it was just like so far out of anything else I had ever imagined, and then just the passion and the love affair grew from there, and changed the trajectory of my life forever.
When I met Vish, I was 20 and I was a party girl, and I didn't really understand that there was something more to the mundane. And when I met him, as soon as I sat down in front of him, we had a cup of tea, I started to feel myself as silence and stillness. And I said to him, I was like, what am I feeling? I feel so grounded, I feel so calm, I feel so peaceful. And he's like, I'm giving you an invitation to truth, an invitation to experience your true nature. And I had no idea what he was talking about, but I came to Satsang that night and it changed my entire life.
Vishrant's background is amazing. He has been teaching for 19 years now and has formed a beautiful community, the Sangha of people who come together and help each other out and support a growing community. I've never known somebody to be as caring and dedicated in my entire life. He just epitomises what it means to be noble and very manly, very ordinary, but very extraordinary.
He was just an amazing businessman and entrepreneur, and very total with everything he did. And you can see that in who he is today and how his teachings are applied.
I'd say Vishrant's style of teaching is very clear, like it's very sharp, very to the point. It's not airy-fairy, it's precise. It's like a surgeon can hone in on something and then expand it out.
Vish's teaching style is very direct, so he says it how it is and he doesn't pull any punches with how he delivers the truth. So for me that was confronting when I first came along, but now I've learned to appreciate it. Like, I'm actually grateful for that, because he doesn't beat around the bush or put frilly words around things. He just says it how it is and is very upfront with it, and it's nice to have that because it's very clean and clear and there's no misunderstanding what's happening. It's just, there it is.
He's total, he's loving and caring. He doesn't give up on you, on that side of you that wants freedom. So he's relentless in that, because you know that this person who's going to take you into into the deepest corners of yourself, you can trust that he's going to take you there. And even though sometimes, and not hurt you or not put you in any harm's way, you know that you're safe.
Watching teachers come and go, they don't have an opportunity to really nail people on aspects of their personality and the way they operate that are in the way of their freedom, that are in the way of their life, in being happy. And yet with Vishrant being here, he has the capacity to see what people are doing again and again and again, and constantly bring in, here's what you're doing, here's what's happening. And as a result, it's possible to get real and lasting change rather than some temporary insight.
Vishrant is always available, he's always around, and I can speak to him. And if I'm going through some things that are difficult in life, I can always have a chat to him and sort of ask him questions about that. I can see him in his day-to-day life, and I can see him in his routine and what he does, and it's kind of nice to be able to observe my teacher just as a human being and just doing what he does.
I guess when you have teachers coming in and out, that they're not really in touch with you personally, where Vishrant is, it's like it's so personal. Our Sangha is so together and working together all the time. I think, yeah, that's the beauty.
And the biggest change I see in people is the way they open up and become more free inside themselves and become more available for different experiences and are open to throw themselves into different things where they wouldn't have when they first came along.
I think I've just found a gem. Like, it's just such a beautiful jewel here, and I would love for other people to discover what I've found here.